Here we go. First thing I want to do is strip your Hicapa. Okay. But the problem is it's your blowback system. There's a wee spring just up here. So what you want to do is go on it, take your gun apart, just to slide on your way. This thing here, blowback, as well too. What can cause it as well is this bit here. This for some reason it comes down, so it's rubbing up against this bit of metal up here. Okay, so what you want to do is either sand these bits down ever so slightly, only a tiny little bit. The best bet is to sand this bit down here, this bit. Okay, I see mine's a bit sanded down, so do the next thing, the blowback. You want to get a flat head, undo the screw at the top of the back sides. Just be really careful because there's a wee tiny spring in there. I can't just spring out. Take a spring out. Keep them all to one side. Get a star head. Unscrew the screw inside this. This is the bit that's holding the blowback unit. This is the blowback unit. Attaches to this. See, mine plays up too. It does. So the next thing you want to do is get an Allen key, and I'll do the back one. This is the actual bit where it holds the blowback unit in. The thing you want to do is take the blowback unit out. It's quite simple, it'll just pop out. Right, now this is all the problem, this thing here. Right, these things are absolutely a pain in the backside. There's a wee spring that runs on the top of the gun. Right, what happens is it runs. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. See the white line? That's the spring moving backwards and forth. It's rubbing inside the metal. Now, as far as I know, there's nothing you can do about this. The only thing I know of is that you just grease it. I've got some just normal grease, waterproof stuff. You don't need the deer stuff that took him a crap, so you don't. Use this here, waterproof, and don't put loads on. Just take a finger off and rub it. Put some ply on the inside where the hop-up unit should be. Okay, so what happens is these springs are not very good. The first Hicapa I ever got, I lost this spring when I was stripping it. Didn't realise it was there. The next thing you want to do is take the blowback unit apart, and you'll see the pitching head. And the other thing too is it could be the pitching head. This is the problem with these Hicapas, you can't really focus down what the actual problem is. So the best thing to do is either, as I've done, I've bought myself a new pitching head for it. And you can pick these up from about £10, or just keep your eye out on 01. That's what I did. Pick that one up with springs and stuff for about £10. So the other thing too is you have to make sure that this inside is lubricated. It is, because this is where the gas comes through. So you're going to get some grease. I'll show you. what you want to do is take a bit of grease and rub it on the top of the lid, so you get a small amount on your finger. So it's like greasing up a butthole. Okay, so if you like that sort of thing, this is the sort of thing that gets you up in the morning, and that's fair enough. The other thing too is you want to make sure that you lubricate the outside, because as you see, metal and plastic, it doesn't go. So you need to lubricate it up so it's nice and smooth. If there's any friction, see when my finger's not pushing it in, you want to lube it up more. Best thing to do is just lube it up everywhere, because as it says with these Hicapers, you can't really focus point on what the actual problem is. Well, I haven't found anyway. Probably somebody else out there that can help you, but this is what my problem was. It was not cycling, as it's called. In other words, it's just a fancy word for it not blowing back fully. So, as you can see now, it's quite lubricated. As you can see there, the plastic rubbing up against the metal. It says you want to make sure that that's lubricated. So you do. And what you want to do is place the spring back in again. And the thing to do with the spring as well is to lubricate it. What you want to do is take a wee bit of grease, lubricate the spring up. Try not to move it too much, because these springs do not like to be pulled apart or pushed together. So after you do that, you want to put it back inside. Another thing too is this black thing here. Sometimes these stand out on the Hicapers, and that's what the biggest problem is with the Hicapers. The plastic nozzle, the gas comes out, gets stuck to the top. But my problem was with this pistol was that the spring was rubbing up against the casing and not giving enough friction to come back again. So just check all these wee things. If this video doesn't help you, I can always make another one. As well too, I've sanded down this to stop as much friction as possible, because this here was jumping up when it was firing, so it was jamming and wouldn't cycle properly. So the next thing to do is put this back in again. Probably know how to take apart a Hicaper. Just like 2 seconds in my hands. Right, you want to pull back the spring. Place this back in again. Best bet is to set it up right, so it's like that, and then put it in. Okay, so so you can see the spring going into the right position. That's not moving on you. Right, next thing to do is to put this Allen key one in the butt. Oh yeah. So you just screw this back together again. So like that. Fingers too greasy. I'm going to screw that back in. Just don't do it too tight, just put it in, because you don't want to ruin the threads. So as you see, it's just tight. Next thing you have to do is put the wee screw that you had, the tiny one. This wee tiny thing goes on top, just goes in that first, oh you can't see, this first hole here. It's just a big star head. Just put it back in. This holds the, another thing too is you don't want to put the screw in too tight, because it says my one, the piston head was rubbing up against it. Okay, so